Welcome back to another episode of Point Away Debates. I am your host, King Stiggs. Josh, what you got?
Donovan Mitchell, perfect example. The reason why they didn't make it last year is, he dropped 50. 51, I think. But Jamal Murray gave him 50 back. They said with the double overtime, I think.
So are you going for Donovan or are you going for Rudy?
I'm saying, cause it's the same thing. Rudy Gobert, like he'll lock your dude up, but he won't give you the buckets
that you need to
overcome his matchup.
He holds somebody. He holds the big man to 10, and he only scored 10. You know.
So Donovan Mitchell as a point guard, I'm pretty sure his ball usage is top, like especially in the league. I'm pretty sure he's got the ball most of the time. So my thing is, you outputting 50 points. If you just hold your guy to 20 points, you should win that game.
I mean, listen, but
I'm just keeping it black and white.
I got you, but like I say, so here's my thing. I think it's no question. It's not even an argument, not even a debate. Is to me the more pivotal player is Rudy Gobert.
Why you say that?
Well, it's hard to find somebody that can average 14 and 13, 15 and 13. 15 and 10, like throughout the season, or right now I think for his career he's averaging 11-11, but he got off to a rocky start to where he is now. Some people have told me, oh well, look at Andre Drummond, which
I was just about to say that.
Hassan Whiteside, which again, with less minutes, Hassan Whiteside, does something similar. But when you factor in just what you said, the defensive side of the ball. On offense, Rudy Gobert not gonna get you much because of his length. Because he's so much taller than 98% of the league,
except for Boban.
There may be Taco Fall. There may be 4 or 5 players taller than him, like legitimately taller than him. But I'm just saying, what he does on defense, 3 blocks a game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That not just the blocks, his defensive presence to keep people out of the paint should make your job as a defender a lot easier. But my thing is that one thing that the NBA has never been able to teach is length.
Right.
They can make you faster. They can make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? They can make you more agile. They can make you smarter. They cannot make you taller. They can't do it. And I think that, again, I was going to give him 6'2". I just see he's 6 foot. I don't think that's going to be enough. And what Shaq called him out not too long ago and was saying, well, yeah, if your team is actually what y'all are right now, if y'all going to be this in the playoffs, it's going to be on you. Well, again, scoring is very important, but
yeah.
Even if he averages 30 in the playoffs, I don't see them winning because of what you said. You get 30, you give up 30.
That's the thing.
Sound like Dirk Nowitzki.
That's the thing. Like, if Donovan Mitchell drops 30 and if Donovan Mitchell wins his matchup, it don't matter what Rudy Gobert do. Yeah, he get the 3 blocks a game, but that's my thing. I'm not a big fan of.
Not just the blocks though.
No, the defensive presence too. Like
okay.
I'm not a fan of defense in general for NBA because this team scoring 150 points. Like, is it really defense? Yeah, he blocking shots.
80 shots.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Look.
So that just negates Rudy Gobert. Like, yeah, this is the thing. Does he get the pivotal stops that you need to win the game?
So here's to answer that question, yes, but no. I think it was Kareem that said it. I don't have to block your shot. I just need you to think that I'm going to block it. Or I just need you to believe that I have the ability to block it. I think that is Rudy Gobert for a lot of people. And it's not just necessarily the big man that he's blocking shots. Like I said, people come down the lane. He's athletic enough to make it from the 3-point line or the free throw line, in a step or two, and then get to the glass at the same time a guard does or something like that. And I'm not talking about a fast break. I'm talking in a half-court offense, if somebody gets beat. Rudy Gobert is agile or fast enough to make it to the glass, to make a defensive play, to make you alter the shot. So even he don't even have to touch the ball. So his presence with that alone.
That's not good enough though, because I'm gonna tell you why. When you got people like Dame, Steph, even Jamal Murray, none of that matters because they're great players. And at that, when great players like Kobe, defense don't matter to them. Like, yeah, Kobe, it come down to if he make or miss. It's not like Rudy Gobert's presence is there. Okay, he see right through that.
So let's use those 3 players that you just
Dame, Steph,
and Kobe.
and I said Jamal Murray too. Like,
Okay, Jamal. So let's use those 4 players. How many of them were 6'6" or taller? 6'5" or taller?
I know.
Kobe. I'm saying
Oh.
the 4 players. So it's easy for Kobe to say something like, "Oh well, yeah, it ain't really about your defense." Listen, he shot over most of the league. So if
Step 2, Dame.
no, what you talking about? So here's the thing: Steph Curry has never won Finals MVP because of what? Now I'm just
okay. We not. You already know what I'm going to say.
Steph Curry is a hell of a shooter, and yes, all that 3-point stuff. And matter of fact, the first year that they played with KD, the first 3 games in that final series, he averaged a triple-double. Steph Curry did. So I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it makes a huge difference when you're playing against the upper epsilon when it comes to teams and talent. It makes it a lot more difficult. And for Steph Curry, I don't believe that he's capable of winning multiple playoff games by driving the lane. Hadn't been done yet.
That's the thing. Like he shoot 11 threes, but he's not just a shooter. That's the misconception.
That's what I'm saying,
he's
though.
A scorer.
But he's a scorer against the lesser defensive teams, against the non-Rudy Goberts of the league. Eventually, you're going to have to get to the basket.
You think Kyrie care about Rudy Gobert?
You said what?
You think he care about Rudy Gobert?
No, he don't.
He probably don't.
Thank you. Another great example. Kyrie's career without LeBron, no playoffs. With the Celtics,
that's a good point.
They went conference finals without him, bounced out second round, and then went conference finals again when he left. That's what I'm saying. I praise scoring. Don't get me wrong. Scoring is very, very key.
I don't think defense is real in the NBA.
For guards, no, it's not.
I don't think it's real in general.
No, we're not doing that. Not doing that.
I think the game of defense died.
You a Mavericks fan?
Yeah.
When they won their ring, what was their praise?
No, that was. I'm talking about now. That was 10 years.
How far you want to go back? How far you want to look towards in the future?
When James Harden started averaging 35 points,
shooting 12 threes a game, shooting 12 threes a game,
bro. When Giannis was shooting 70% and averaging 30, that's when I knew defense was gone, bro.
How you figure?
What you mean,
but
bro? That is not
okay. So what's the knock on Giannis?
He can't shoot.
But I'm saying, yes, the obvious knock on Giannis is that he can't shoot. But the go-to is, he can't get it done in the playoffs. What do they take away from Giannis in the playoffs?
His driving ability, but he can't score.
Now, mind you, the man still averaged 29 and 13 in regular season, averaged 27 and 13 in the playoffs. But for some reason, he can't get it done.
That's because the sample size is low.
But I'm also the competition levels up. You're playing the same team, minimum 4 games. Mm-hmm. And again, these are the better teams when it comes to either scoring or defense. And he had to play Kawhi Leonard 1 year. Who did they lose to last year? The Celtics.
He played the Heat. He played Kawhi. He played Kawhi with the Raptors.
And then last year they ran into the Heat. You know, Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler.
What was the year before?
I think was it the Celtics? That defense is your number one factor. That coming out of the paint, because I'm telling you now.
Okay, depending on who goes to the championship and win this year, I'll wait for my judgment. Because last year I say defense was key, but
how they win? Because if the Nets win the finals this year, you're not finna tell me that they look bad on defense. You're not finna tell me they just went out there and put up 140 points every single game.
No. I'm saying this is a year I'll see if my opinion has changed, because I feel like the last 3 years, the game of basketball, the NBA, has drastically changed where defense is not rewarded. That's my theory. It's all about keeping the scoring up.
I agree. From a guard's perspective.
I'm talking about in general, because now, I'm finna tell you why, because...
How you think Hassan Whiteside keep getting contracts? And you want to talk about somebody, a bust that didn't pan out, but he averaged 2.5 3 blocks. 2 seasons ago, I think he averaged 3 blocks a game.
Check this out, though. The game is evolving where big men are shooting threes. So Hassan Whiteside in the future is going to be basically Dwight Howard. What happened? Dwight Howard's career died off, not just because of injuries, but because big men were shooting threes, bro. So now, like, Porzingis don't even touch the paint no more. It's sad, but that
they don't want him to paint because he can't stay healthy.
The next batch of kids, like the Wisemans in them, are gonna step out even more. So
he has a mini jump on him.
That's gonna negate people like Rudy Gobert if they're not giving out points.
No question.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like now that's where we at now.
No.
That's why I said to prove my theory wrong, depending on who.
DeAndre Jordan is still in the league and starting. So Dwight Howard, I agree.
It's not.
Porzingis, I agree. Like even if you want to go as young as
he's a good
James
center
Harden,
though. It's not just because he played good defense. He's a
But wait, come on.
He's a center. Like he's replaceable. He's very replaceable.
By every aspect of the word, replaceable. There's nothing that he does that you couldn't get somebody else to come in and do for cheaper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with that old style of if you can't score from multiple areas on the court, then you probably not gonna be here. Because at one point in time, you gotta remember, if you couldn't run the court, you weren't a starting center. Okay. Joel Anthony was a starting center at one point in time.
Joel Anthony,
the Miami Heat. Oh, he played for the Lakers for a spell too. You know what I'm saying? But I think he did. But no, not Joel Anthony. What was Ronnie Turioff? Play for both, you know what I'm saying? But
energy guy.
But that's what I'm saying. For a spell, it was if you couldn't run the entire court with my small forward with the shooting guard, then we don't want you on the court.
Okay, check this out. I got a good point. So, last 2 minutes of the game, last 3 minutes, whatever, in crunch time. Is Rudy Gobert gonna help you win, or is he gonna help you lose?
Bro, that's a loaded question.
So here's the thing. It's a good question though.
It is.
Okay, Donovan Mitchell.
If you're on offense, he can damn sure help you lose that game.
Right.
If you're on defense, he can damn sure help you win that game.
But when it's crunch time, it's about points. It's about who scored the next bucket. Like you can't
gets the next stop.
We can't end in a draw.
No, fact. That's a fact. You cannot end in a draw.
You can't, bro.
But that's what I'm saying though.
Rudy Gobert at that point is negated. He doesn't matter.
That's not true. Let's say we go into overtime.
Right.
Okay. If Donovan Mitchell gets you the go-ahead bucket, let's even better. Let's say it's a three-pointer. Mm-hmm. He nails a three. The other team has 2.2 seconds. They call a timeout, so they get the ball at half court. They have to hit a three.
Right.
Okay. You're not about to tell me that
Rudy. Be careful.
You're not about to tell me that Rudy Gobert is a non-factor in that situation.
Rudy Gobert not on that court in that time.
Stop it, bro.
He ain't. To me, what's he gonna do?
So
are they gonna put somebody quicker to guard the 3-point line?
How come?
It's 2 seconds. You said 2 seconds, right?
Yeah, 2.2.
Bro, he can't keep on nobody, bro. He's a liability.
What I tell you earlier, you don't have to. So here's my thing. How many block shots have you seen with 2.2 seconds left in the game?
Not many.
Okay, I just need to alter your shot. That's it. I don't have to keep up with you.
The only thing he would be at is probably guarding inbound, which I know Rudy Gobert will get mixed up if he match up on Dame.
And I really tried to feed this to Donovan Mitchell, like to help his argument by making it a 3-pointer. Because if it's a 2-pointer, obviously, you know what I'm saying, like having Rudy Gobert in the paint like is a big deal. But I'm sorry, bro. Like you're not finna. Yes, Donovan Mitchell, in that situation, Donovan Mitchell did everything he's supposed to. He scored the points that you're talking about, right. But there's time left on the clock. If there's no time left on the clock in that situation, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, he's more pivotal, but there's time left on the clock.
As we watching this, as we doing this right now, the All-Star game is on right now. We not able to watch it, but Rudy Gobert is matched up with somebody, and he probably giving him the beans and rice right now.
let him give the beans and rice and all 23 herbs and spices to go with that chicken on the side. I don't care. I'm telling you right now.
You trying to tell me if Jamal Murray versus Donovan Mitchell, if you trying to tell me if Donovan Mitchell didn't make the pivotal stops, what? They don't win that game.
Listen, I'm not saying that Donovan Mitchell not important.
I'll say
this. Was something that you said a while ago. It is so much easier to find right now somebody that can give me 25, 5, and 5 than it is for somebody to give me 14 and 13. And again, 2 years from now, that might be irrelevant. 2 years from now, Rudy Gobert may be a thing of the past. You know what I'm saying? But we're legitimately talking about somebody that's going to the Hall of Fame and Donovan Mitchell.
Hold on. You got him going to the Hall of Fame?
Two-time Defensive Player of the Year.
You got him going to the Hall of Fame?
Name a single player, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, and they make the Hall of Fame.
Is Ben Wallace in the Hall of Fame?
I have no clue. He better be. Are you drunk yet?